So far, there's been no evidence of blatant racism from Elvis Presley, but at this point, we're going to be exploring an area that's far more gray. That is the black songwriters that were taken advantage of in the 1950s and beyond. This has been a problem for decades, and these cases are still being litigated today. There's a longer discussion to be had regarding accusations of stealing songwriting credits from black songwriters, which was, and still is, a major issue today. If you're interested in that discussion, check out my podcast, which goes into much greater detail in the description. Now, Elvis gets accused of covering early rock and roll and R&B songs, and taking away from artists that had originally recorded them. However, all of the cover songs that Elvis performed, which people think were the original release, songs such as That's Alright, Hound Dog, and Mystery Train, were all songs that had gone through their release cycle and were no longer making money for the artists. Now, Elvis's version of these songs makes these the only versions of the songs that his white audience would be familiar with. The original artists were not making much money off the original versions anymore, so in a way it appears as though Elvis was appropriating these songs from black artists. It's likely that these songs would have been completely forgotten in time if it weren't for Elvis's admiration for these songs and black artists. I encourage you to listen to some of these original versions. Songs like Mystery Train by Junior Parker, That's Alright by Arthur Crudup, Hound Dog by Big Mama Thornton. They're amazing. The original versions are lively, blues-heavy renditions. Then listen to Elvis's version. You'll hear a reference to the original artists, but a transformation with more country and rockabilly influences that make the songs their own.